nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We all live our convictions. When we are convinced of something, then there are no difficulties. And for that conviction, we are given sufficient data. What these telemarketing people do, they give us sufficient data. If you invest with us, you will get this, you will get that, and you invest and then you are cheated. But you are convinced. Now we are all convinced that I am body. And with that conviction we are living. Nobody has difficulty to live as a body. The problem is, after we are convinced that I am the body, and then we have got questions. Swamiji, my mind is very disturbed. I feel very disturbed every now and then. What should I do? Chullu bhar pani lo. How important it is. Therefore, we were told up to 41st verse that we have to be convinced that we are someone other than the body. First step. And if we are convinced, then we'll start taking the next step. Then who am I? See? And all that data is given to us. So although we are divine, why we are not able to experience that we are divine? Because it is covered by, our divinity is covered by wrong notions. Then what are the wrong notions? Wrong notions are about ourselves, about the world, about God, about spiritual practice, and about self-realization. All wrong notions. And when we are convinced that money is valuable for us, now tell me, has anybody ever said that I just don't want to earn money, it's very difficult? On the contrary, we discovered different techniques because we are convinced money is valuable. Exactly the same way, friends, if we are convinced our human life is for spiritual evolution, all other things can wait. And for that, we have come for satsang. And that too Panchadashi. Now here we are told, Panchakosha Vivekena. So yesterday we have seen the Panchakoshas, the Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. All of them are supported by something, and that is not corrupted by all that is supported. Therefore, we were told by Anvaya Vyatireka, by the technique of inclusion-exclusion. So, what was told? Our presence in the dream is Anvaya, and our and the absence of the waking in dream is Vyatirek. Then our presence in the deep sleep is Anvaya, and the absence of waking and dream is Vyatirek. Then our presence in the Samadhi is Anvaya, and in Samadhi, the absence of waking, dream and deep sleep is Vyatirek. See what is happening? So when we are in dream, we don't cease to exist because we are not awake. When we are in deep sleep, we don't cease to exist because we are not in waking and dream. When we are in deep sleep, we don't cease to exist, although we may not be associated with waking, dream and deep sleep. Go one step further. So all of them are chala chali ka khela. They come and go. We are the same. See. Therefore, we have to work on it. So we start with what it is like being other than the body first. Then the second, what it is like other than the mind or the soul or the jiva. Now start working on it. But instead of that, we have got complaint. Swamiji, my mind is disturbed. What should I do? IDK. You know IDK? I don't know. Height of laziness. Even that sent their word, I don't know. Why waste time? IDK. Like some people write, BR, so and so. I said, Brahmachari? Why he has written Brahmachari? No, best regards. Ram Ram. So IDK, I don't know. We know only one thing about our mind. We only complain. Stop that. Therefore, we are studying. So the studies will change our conviction from the wrong notions. We slowly begin discarding the wrong notions without creating new notions. Normally what happens, earlier I was getting very angry, but now I am okay. That dumb I is still there. We have to get freedom from I, not freedom for I. See, friends. Therefore, how to do that? So here, yatha munjidishika evam atma yuktya samudhrutaha sharira tritaya dhirahi param brahmaiva jayate. So slowly, steadily, we will be able to separate our being from becoming. Being is man, becoming is son, husband and father. Now what you have to do? Go and kill the father so that the son is not born. Go and kill the wife so the husband is not born. Go and kill the son, the father is not born. No. Then don't take them seriously. Then Karnataka. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. But after the drama is over, change your costume and be a human being. Now tell me what sadhana. This is one of the reasons I don't entertain anybody's question answers. And therefore, I don't want anybody to come where I am staying. Because then I can't push them out. They start question after question. See? So, yatha munja dishika iva. This karma kanda which is done, they have the pavitri tied to your finger. There is some grass blade. And the grass is not just like anywhere, but it is collected from the Himalayas and they are called munja dishi. So that munja grass, the Panditji go there behind, I have seen it myself, behind Kedarnath. They go barefooted with the special clothes and then the cloth above, woolen one, and then they can't cut it. They have to uproot it. And after it is uprooted, then they will be removing the leaves separately. And while doing that, in the center, there is a strong thorn. If you don't take care, then the thorn will penetrate your hand. So you have to be very carefully remove that. And then that is used for your puja. This is the example given. Yatha munja dishika ivam atma yuktya samudhrutaha. So like this, we have to very carefully change our understanding about I. Presently our understanding is what? I am man, so holding on to the body. I am healthy, holding on to the health of the body. See? So find out, one by one, remove it. And therefore, just start playing what it is like being other than body. Then you have really started working on yourself. See? Therefore, when we thus start working in this line, then what will happen? When I am other than the body, what does it mean? When I am identified with the body, then only this world comes into existence. In our deep sleep, where are we, when are we, what are we, how are we? Nothing. Now tell me what sadhana you want to do. Those who do sadhana, they are most miserable. See? Those who go to the hospital, are they healthy? Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athavadanam. The second type of people, spirituality. See, Swamiji, I have decided now I want to retire and thereafter I want to come and serve you. Protect me from yourself. Service means what? Eating my head. What is? You'll go hungry. It is empty. Friends. Therefore, change your understanding about yourself. And it will happen slowly, steadily. Don't overdo. See? Yuktahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. Ha means hani, destruction. Yoga becomes the cause of destruction of the miseries if you are following the path of yukta ahara vihara. Have balance in whatever you do. Don't be an extremist. To be extremist is easy. Either eat and eat and eat like a buffalo, or don't eat at all. Observing fast. Last 21 days I have not taken food. Who cares? But then we want some TV to come and then Arti Maharaj has not taken. This is all useless. This has nothing to do with spiritual life. One simple rule I have told you. Spiritual evolution is directly proportionate to how ordinary you are. Any extra added to yourself, you are a samsari. And we are ordinary only in one experience, and that is in deep sleep. There we are neither man, woman, young, old, rich, poor, nonsense, nothing. Ordinary. And therefore we are happy. And therefore we snore. Try to snore when you are awake. You cannot, because you are not happy. See, my friends. So, Sharira Tritaya Dhirahi, when Samudhritaha, by the wise seekers, plural it is, it's not only for one person. Every one of us can achieve this. See? So, Sharira Tritaya, the gross, subtle and causal body, Udhrutaha, we have to separate ourselves from these three. So, what is the technique? First technique, separating from the gross body means what? Waking world, waking possessions have zero value for us. First step. Then uh, protecting ourselves from the subtle body means what? No more relational problems. And what is the burden that we carry? These two things: possessions and relations. You carry any burden, whatever insignificant it may be, ultimately we get tired of it. Once in a management conference, we were having something, so I wanted to tell this CEO people, um, we have got lot of tensions, too much of work, and what should we do? So we targets we have to complete and all that, I said, look here, I don't understand big thing, but I'll tell you a story. And then we all sitting, and I said, now we'll play one game, and in that game, I will tell you what exactly the truth is. Then I said, is there any Sindhi among you? So one said, yes, sir, please come. I had made all arrangements earlier. And I said, please take this papadam. Different gods have got different naivedya. So Sindhi naivedya is papadam. I said, take it, don't eat. Hold it, and your hand should be at the shoulder level. Hold it like this. So he held. And then, as if I have forgotten, I started with talking something else. After a few moments, his hand was going down. I said, Mahatma ji, hand up. Oh, sorry. Again, I started talking something different. Again, after some time, his hand is going down. I said, come on, you are a young man, hold it. Finally, he says, Swamiji, I can't hold it. I said, you have given up? Yes, I have given up. Okay. You are successful. Go eat papad. So they were thinking, what kind of this Babaji is there? Then I told, when you held the papad right at the beginning, what was the weight of that papad? Hardly 5 grams, even less than that. Yes. After 5-10 minutes, has it increased? No. Why are you tired? Whatever insignificant thing we hold on in our mind for a longer period of time, we get tired. And because we get tired, we drop that thing. And how do we drop that thing? We go to sleep, even in satsanga. See? If we understand this, nobody is going to teach us. We have to learn. So, first, from the 3 bodies, we have to separate ourselves. So, separating from the gross body, don't get too much involved in the worldly things. This party, that party, this happened, that happened. They are making fool of us. We get lost in that. Start fighting. So, we rise above the gross body by not giving undue importance to the possessions of this world. Then we rise above the subtle body. Don't get entangled in any relationship. See, friends. Otherwise, the same thing. The mother only tells their son, beta, get married, get married. Okay, mommy, for your sake, I am getting married. Dumb. And after he gets married, then this mother-in-law becomes a problem for the whole society. You only told him to get married. Now why you are worrying about that? And then whole life goes only in that. Therefore, the second spiritual practice is don't get entangled in any relations. Whatever you are supposed to do, do it and keep away. Including any relation. Friends, enemies, no, nothing. Shatra, mitre, putre, bandho, mahakuru yatnam vigrasandha. Otherwise, this is also the guru and shishya. That is one of the reasons I don't allow anybody to hang around me only for this purpose. Guru Maharaj, eat my head. Maharaj. Like I keep on moving many places. I mean, you go all alone to so many countries. I say, yes. You don't take anybody. So I have to lift their luggage thereafter. Let me have my freedom. Don't hang around anything. Slowly, your identification with the body and the mind will be reduced. See? And then third step, how to get out of the causal body. Let us recognize the wrong notions are the problems of our life. Wrong notions have to be corrected, deleted by right understanding, not by creating new notions. In case of karma, path of karma, in case of yoga, in case of devotion, it is only changing the notions. Earlier, I was never going to the temples. I was going to the movie, but now I am going to the temple. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. That I is still there. See, friends, therefore, with proper understanding, Sharira Tritaya Dhirahi Param Brahma Eva Jayate. And then you will lose everything. This is one of the most important things. Spiritual practice is not a gain, it is a total loss. When we sleep, what do we get? Nothing. But you go to other paths, karma, if you do this thing, you'll go to heaven. If you don't do, you'll go to hell. Yoga, if you do this thing, you'll remain healthy and trouble everybody. If you do yoga, you will live long and become a problem to the society. What will you do while living long? Enough. There should be some kind of thing. Bhagavan should create that. Then after a particular age, switch off. Oh, then khalas. See? So, going to getting something good or bad, giving hell and heaven, and then fulfillment of desire, remaining healthy, etc. But when you come to this inquiry, just learn from your experience. What do we get when we go to sleep? Complete giving up. Get nothing. And for that sleep, when we get nothing, how much we are concerned, I didn't have good sleep. Because you are awakened. See, friends. Therefore, wrong notions are discarded by right understanding without creating new notions. What are the new notions? Holier than thou. See these eating fellows. The vegetarian people think they are superior than the non-vegetarians. I am not a non-vegetarian. I am a vegetarian. There is a new brand has come in the market now. I am not vegetarian. I am a vegan. You have to say in a style. And I was so surprised this time when I was in Alaska, the number of restaurants where vegan and the vegetarian food is served, maximum number of restaurants. I was so surprised. How come everywhere we had a problem to get vegetarian food? This time, everywhere you go, you get it. Why? Now we are becoming spiritual. Ram. So, Param Brahmaiva Jayate. The truth is discovered, it is not created, because the truth is hidden behind all this. So, this is what we have done logically. Para paratmanorevam yuktya sambhavitaikata tattvamasyaadi vakyaisa bhagatyagena lakshate. So, what is said in the earlier verse, that we are now convinced, although we may not have experience. But we are not convinced that waking comes and goes. We come and go nowhere. Dream comes and goes. We are the same. Deep sleep comes and goes. We are the same. The samadhi begins and ends. We are the same. Yes. It is okay for giving lecture, but actually, so now logically we have understood. Now we have to convert it into experience. This is said here. Para apara atmanoho evam yuktya sambhavita ekata. Therefore, the individual self and the total self is one. See? So, I alone became the son, I alone became the husband, I alone became the father. Now, have I become three? No. Then I, one alone, is referred as three because of three conditionings. Exactly the same way. I alone, with the conditioning of the body identification, I become waker. With the conditioning of the subtle body identification, I become dreamer. Identification with the absence of the earlier two, I become deep sleeper. I have not become many. Now tell me what sadhana husband has to do to know that he is a man. See friends, waker, dreamer, deep sleeper, are they real? Now how they become real? Now this is important to be practiced consciously. If we really mean to walk on the spiritual path, the first step is don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. Why? Past belongs to the body, not to you. So when we talk about our past, unknowingly what happens? Our body identification becomes firm. Therefore, our Mahamantra, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Remaining in the present is non-optional. You have no choice. So why not live happily? But again the same. See, when we were children, we used to do that. Who asked you? Another, our Mahamantra. Who asked you? Hey, my friends. Therefore, para apara atmanoho evam yuktya sambhavita ekata tattvamasya vakyaihi. Now this is established by the Tattvamasi Mahavakya Bhagatyagena Lakshate. Now it is established with the authority of the Chandogya Upanishad by the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. So in Tattvamasi Mahavakya there are three words. Tat, Tvam, Asi. Three of them. Mahavakya means it's not from Maharashtra. Because in Maharashtra, everything is Maha. If you call a Maharashtrian, you are a fool, he gets angry. Mahamurkha. Maharashtrians are not only ordinary Murkha, Mahamurkha. Not a ordinary Vakya, Mahavakya. In Upanishad, there are different types of sentences. One is the Gauna Vakya. Then second is the Mahavakya. There are so many varieties. We understand only these two. So Mahavakya is that statement which establishes identity between the individual self and the absolute self. Individual self is Tvam and the absolute self is the Tat. So the Jiva is Brahma, Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. How can the Jiva become the Brahman? Because Jiva is Alpa Shaktiman, hardly any power he has got. And Paramatma is Sarva Shaktiman. Then Jiva is only Alpajna, not knowing. The Ishvara is Sarva Shaktiman, he is the Sarvajna, the omniscient. The Jiva is limited by time, space, and object. He is not. How it is possible? And therefore, here the technique is told that Bhagatyagena Lakshanena. See? So, Bhagatyagena Lakshana. So, Bhagatyaga means what? Part is retained and part is rejected. Bhagatyaga. Part is given up and part is retained. Now, what is the meaning of that? This the teacher will tell us first. What is the meaning of Tat in the Tattvamasi Mahavakya? Jagataha yad upadanam mayam adaya tamasim nimittam shuddha sattvam tam uchchate brahma tat gira. Now in the Tat Masi Mahavakya, what is the meaning of the Tat? Tat has got two meanings. It, with the conditioning of the tamasic maya, Brahman is called as the world. So Jagataha yad upadanam, the support. So the world that we see, what is the world? World is Nama Rupatmak Jagat. We have seen this thing earlier. Asti Bhati Priya Nama Rupa iti Panchamshakam Adyatrayam Brahma Rupam Jagat Rupam Tatodvayam. Asti Bhati Priya Sachidananda is the Brahman and Nama Rupa is the world. Now to understand this, take simple example. The ornament. What is ornament? Gold plus name and the form. So the gold is the gold, name and form are superimposed. They are not real. They are subject to modification and change. Therefore, samsara is the ornaments and the wealth is the gold. If this is clear, then here the teacher says, when we are looking at this world, what is the world for us? For us, the world is Nama Rupatmak Jagat. Nama is heard by the ears. Rupa is seen by the eyes. And to protect us from these two channels, our Mahamantra tells, Dekho by the eyes, Suno hear, mat bolo. So, the world is not allowed to enter in you. No problem of seeing and hearing. But what happens? After that, our commentary begins. Our reaction to this perception is the birth of samsara. For this, I gave you an example. Let our mind be like the mirror. Mirror reflects everything, rejects nothing, reacts to nothing, and gets influenced by nothing, and doesn't make any impressions on itself. We also see by our mind, only things are reflected in the mind. But mind has got two faculties. One is perception, second is projection. If we halt at perception, you are not creating the world. Dekho, suno, mat bolo, you are divine. So, dekho, suno, see here is done by the mind and the aspect is perception aspect. Thereafter bolo, projection aspect. And what is the projection? Projection is evaluation, suggestions, good or bad, labeling. And there is no end to it. Therefore, if we are practicing this Tattvamasi Mahavakya, that means that which is supporting this world. What is supporting the world? The existence. So material cause of this world is Paramatma. Be very attentive. When we are touching the tricolor, we are not touching India. But when we are touching Shivalinga, we are touching Lord Shiva. How important it is. When a devotee is touching the Sri Krishna, he is touching Sri Krishna. But when a jeweler is touching Sri Krishna, he is touching gold. See the difference. Therefore, the material cause of this world is Brahman. And the second thing, Nimittam Shuddha Sattvam Tam Uchchate Brahma Tadgira. So, what is said is, Brahman or the reality or Bhagavan or Paramatma is simultaneously material and the efficient cause of this world. Nimittam, Shuddha Sattva. So we have seen it. Maya has got three aspects, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So, with the support of the Tamogudi Maya, Brahman is called as the world. So, world is supported by Brahman and with the help of the Tamogudi Maya. And then who created this world? The Ishvara, the creator. So that time the same Brahman is taking the support of the Sattvic Maya and he becomes the creator. So one reality has become the created as well as the creator. Are we not simultaneously parents as well as children? With reference to our parents, we are children. With reference to our children, we are parents. In the same manner, with reference to the world, the God is created. With reference to the sentient aspect, God is the creator. Because both of them are supported by the same reality, conditionings are different. So, Nimittam Shuddha Sattvam Tam Uchchate Brahma Tadgira. So, in the Tattva Masi Mahavakya, the meaning of the Tat is this. The world and the creator, they are not two, they are one and the same. Now the next. What is the meaning of Tvam in Tattvam Asi Mahavakya? Yada Malina Sattvam Tam Kama Karmadi Dushitam Adatte Tat Param Brahma Tvam Padena Tadocchate. Now the third guna was remaining was the Rajoguna. The same Brahman, same reality with the conditioning of the Rajoguna. Now what is the conditioning of the Rajoguna? Kama Karmadi Dushitam. See? Kama Karma. Desire, anger, do this, do that, do that. See friends, Bhagavad Gita told us so many beautiful things. Arjuna's question, common question. The same question comes to us. Bhagavan answered, I don't answer. I don't know. I decay. Because he told already. Arjuna's question was, why people, although unwilling, they as if compelled by somebody, they do the wrong things. Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi varshneya baladiva suyojitaha. Under whose compulsion we are doing the wrong things? Bhagavan says, Kamaesha Krodesha Rajo Guna Samudbhavaha Maha Ashanaha Maha Papma Vidya Enam Iha Vairinam. The first thing he tells, Enam, these Kama alias Krodha, desire alias anger, they are our enemy number one. When you do friendship with the enemy, you can be deceived any moment. There was a girl, some girls are very crazy. Swami, you are too optimistic. Not some, okay. You know what kind of pet she had? A python. Small python. Slowly, slowly that fellow was growing. And one day, that girl's father told his friend, he was associated with the zoo because the pet, something has to be taught and done. So he said, you know, that Python, he sleeps with my daughter also, but last few days, he is sleeping straight. As she sleeps straight, he also sleeps straight. So that person told, come on, get rid of him immediately. Why? He is measuring her whether she can be consumed. Immediately he ran back and threw it away. Don't make friendship with kama krodha, desire and anger. Because what is the desire? Maha ashanaha. Kitna bhi khao. Hunger is never satiated. I want, I want, I want. Look in your own houses. How many clothes you have got? See? Walk-in wardrobe. And when they get into their walk-in wardrobe, they forget GPS कहाँ से exit है. And out of that, how many things you can put on? Shoes. Only 2 legs. Complete one rack of shoes there. There is no end to the desires. Maha ashanaha. And then krodha, anger, maha papma. When one becomes angry, one loses all proportions and can't do anything. Therefore, desire, alliance, anger, they are enam vidhi vairinam. They are our number one enemy. And with enemy, no forgiveness. Enemy should be killed. Most important thing, don't bring that ahimsa dumb thing anywhere. Those who deserve to be killed, they should be killed. Ahimsa paramo dharma. No, nothing like that. Okay? Therefore, with the enemy vairinam, then the question comes, where are they? Indriyani mano buddhi asya adhisthana muchyate. So they are abiding first indriyani, in the sense organs. We are the slaves of our sense organs. Then manaha, then after conquering the sense organs, the desire, anger, they enter the mind. Then we become sentimental. And after conquering the mind, then the desire enters the intellect. We become obsessed. And once we become obsessed, nobody can help us. But Swamiji, how to get rid of anger? Now, what reply will you give? Tell me. How to get rid of anger? If you are angry against somebody, go and take a scissor and cut him in small pieces. You have to work on yourself. There is no proxy on the spiritual path. You cannot go and you can tell, of course, to your wife, honey, I don't like this, Ayurvedic medicine. Please take for me. She will take also. But your disease will not go. So there is no proxy for our life. There is no proxy for our death. There is no proxy for the spiritual path. You have to work yourself. Therefore, yada malina tattvam tam kama karmani dushitam adate tat param brahma tvam padena tvadochate. So now 3 things are there. One Paramatma with the conditioning of the names and the forms, nama rupa, is called as the world. The same Paramatma with the conditioning of the Sattvic Maya is called as the Ishvara. Now the same Paramatma with the conditioning of the Rajasic Maya is called as the Jiva. So Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara. All 3 conditionings are creating 3 appearances. But all of them are supported by one reality, like out of the one man, the son, husband and father comes out. Now tell me, who is doing sadhana? The son is doing the sadhana. And who is son? He doesn't exist. Who is doing sadhana? The husband is doing sadhana. Can you separate the husband from the man? No. Who is doing the sadhana? The father? No. You can't separate the father from the man. So sadhana is done by the one who do not exist. And therefore, uttama sahajavastha. Relax, relax. Meditation करेंगे. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Unless you are convinced of this, you may do anything. Keep on chanting Bhagavad Gita. Unless I chant the whole Bhagavad Gita every day, I don't take food. Now, who wants to listen to you? Bhagavan Krishna is not interested, I guarantee you. He is fed up of these devotees. You can imagine, but more than Bhagavan Krishna, Bhagavan Ram is fed up. You know why? Everybody does Ram Japa. Ram, 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 Ram. You can imagine how irritating it must be. Your kids must be calling you, Mummy, 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 Mummy. क्या चाहिए? Mummy, 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 Mummy. You one. Chup. Same way Bhagwan Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. He says, what do you want? Who is listening to him? I am busy in our sadhana. Ram, 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 Ram. And if he comes in front, I will ask, what is his name? Hey Krishna, relax, relax, relax. You don't have to become anybody. You are divine. Adatte tat param brahma tam padena tadochate. That is the meaning of the Brahman with the three conditioning. It is called as the Jiva Jagat Ishvara. Now, be attentive. Out of these three conditionings, we have no control over the Jagat. What can you do with the name and the form? You have no control. Now, with reference to Ishvara, what control we have got on Ishvara? No control. So, sadhana is neither done by the Jagat, sadhana is not done by the Ishvara. Because Ishvara and Jagat, both of them are not suffering. They are enjoying. Then who is suffering? Jiva. Sadhana is done by the Jiva. Then what is our sadhana? We want to improve the world. Why the manufacturer didn't know how to create this? We want to improve this world. See, Bhagavan distinctly told, don't worry about my creation, okay? I'll take care. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamya. I'll take care. You relax. Then what should I do? Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. Uddhared. Lift yourself from these wrong notions. And how to do that? Atmaiva atmano bandhu, atmaiva ripuratmana. We are our friend, we are our enemy. If we are frustrated because of our own self, we are our enemy. See, friends. Therefore, Tritayam apim tam muktva paraspara virodhinim akhandam satchidanandam mahavakyena lakshate. So these three types of Maya, the Jiva Jagat Ishvara, Paraspara Virodhinim, they are contrary to each other. Rajas, Sattva, Tamas. See? The Sattvic Maya creates Ishvara, the Rajasic Maya creates Jiva, Tamasic Maya creates the world. And therefore, when we are liberated out of it, now who is to be liberated? Jagat is not in bondage, Ishvara is not in bondage, you and me, the Jiva is in bondage. Therefore, we have to be clear, distinct. We are not in this world to improve the world. Don't get lost into this thing. Why the world is created, how the world is created. I don't know. I didn't. And that is the truth. There are only theories of creation. There is no proof that the world is created. See? In one Upanishad it comes, Tasmad Atmana Akasha Sambhutaha Akashad Vayu Vayu Agni, one by one. In a sequence the world is created. In Chandogya Upanishad there are only three Mahabhutas, not Pancha Mahabhutas. Somewhere the world is created, Saikshata, by Ikshana he created. Somewhere it is said, so kamayat, he desired. Are you tell one? See, the creation is not discussed in our scriptures to prove creation. The rule is very simple. The unknown is indicated with reference to the known. If you take Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter, this is how it is told. So there first the creation is told. Urdhva Mula Madashakam Ashwatam Prahuravyam, and explained in a big way. And then right there it's in the third verse, you start imagining Urdhva Mula Madashakam. Okay, like a tree doing this Shirshasana, this world is created. Urdhva Mula Madashakam. Then you start imagining Bhagavan takes a pin and punches that bubble of your foolishness. Narupamaseha tatopalabhyate. Don't try to see this world. Where is the world? How is the world? Then asanga shastrena dudena chitva. In short, asanga shastrena dudena chitva means what? Remain detached from everything in this world. The one more deep point. Attachment is an illusion. You don't have to detach. Only know attachment is an illusion. That's it. And you take this principle and start working on yourself. The eyes are illuminating all colors. Are the eyes attached to anything? Ears are hearing all kinds of sounds. Are the ears attached to anything? Is the mind attached to the sense organs? Is the life attached to the mind? Is Paramatma attached to the life versus inert? No. Attachment is nowhere. Attachment is an illusion. When you recognize something as an illusion, what happens? Like we know, mirage waters are illusions. Therefore, do we have even a passing thought, let me collect a bottle of mirage waters and test it how it is? You can never have desire if you recognize something as an illusion. Can we think of cutting a piece of the rainbow so I can make a nice necklace for my dumb wife? No. Because we have recognized it as an illusion. Now, analyze in your own life. During the childhood, certain things we are so mad after that. As we are growing, we have grown out of that desire for that object. We have no hatred for that object, but we have grown out of it. In the same manner, wise people have grown out of this world. They live very much in this world, but nothing in this world can touch them or catch them. This is the meaning. Therefore, Tritaim apita muktva paraspara virodhinim khandam satchidanandam mahavakyena lakshate. This is what we have to work. Now, example is given. Bhagatyagena lakshate means what? Example is given. Soyam ityadi vakyeshu virodhat tad idam antayoho tyagena bhagayo eka ashrayo lakshate yada. Now, example is given. Soyam devadatta. Now, to make it easier for us to understand, I will use a simple word. See? He is the minister. Who is the minister? He. Who is he? Do you remember in Kumbh Mela, He was there with all the kind of, makeup, and so many people were going and doing namaskar to him. Yes. Now he is a minister. How come? Now what we have to do? Time, space, object has been discarded. Discard Kumbh Mela. Discard the Secretariat. Discard Kumbh Mela time and discard the present time. There he was a Babaji and he is a cheat. Oh, got it. So Bhagat Tyagena. Similarly, Bhagat Tyagena. So we discard the conditioning. Father discarded, son gone. Wife discarded, husband gone. Then the son discarded, father gone. Can I discard myself? I retain myself. Similarly, discard the worldly objects, sense organs are intact. Control the sense organs, mind is okay. Go beyond the mind, no likes and dislikes, start living in the light of wisdom. You have come to the intellect. And what is the wisdom? Wisdom is don't bother about others. Mind your mind. This process is Bhagatyagena Lakshane. That which can be removed, remove it. That which cannot be removed, retain it. So we remove waking, we remove dream, we remove deep sleep, we remove the samadhi, but the substratum is never removed, is ever the same. And therefore, narupamasya tathopalabhyate nato na chadi nati sampradishta. There is no beginning, there is no end. Waking has a beginning and end. Dream has a beginning and end. Deep sleep has a beginning and end. Samadhi has a beginning and end. But we have no beginning, no end. We never experience our birth. Nor do we ever experience our death. Nor we experience any modification that we are changing. We are the same. With the grace of the society, they call you, Dadaji, sit down here. Don't call me Dadaji before everybody. Therefore, Soyam ityadi vakyeshu virodha tadi intayoho, tad idantayoho. See, whatever is virodha. So, first virodha was this Kumbh Mela and Secretariat. Remove that. Second virodha was Babaji and minister. Remove that. What remains is, oh, he is the same cheat. Exactly the same way. Discard the conditionings. And that which was supporting the conditioning, recognize that as your essential nature. That is why Upanishad says, na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena, tyage naiki amrutatva manasho. Na karmana, do this, do that, do this, do that. Forget about it. Na prajaya, have big family, have many disciples. No. Na dhanena, have lot of money. No. Tyage naikina. And best part is what? Renunciation is another illusion. What can you renounce? One of my friends said, Swamiji, I am so fed up of my wife, what should I do? I said, renounce her, divorce. No, I can't divorce. Why? She is earning. Now what to do? I said, okay, if you cannot divorce her, but for you, I will divorce her. Can I divorce somebody else's wife? What can you give up in this world? What is yours? This is the meaning of Bhagavad Gita. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam charanam vraja. Give up everything. before giving up everything, find out, is she your wife? No, you can't divorce her. Arey yaar, I wanted to help you. Arey. What is ours? With this knowledge, play the game of life. Don't get entangled. So, tyagene bhagayo ekaha ashrayo lakshate yatha. So, the substratum supporting all the superimposed remains and the conditioned expression is discarded only through wisdom. Maya vidde vihayaivam upadhi parajivayoho akhandam satchidanandam param brahmaiva lakshate. And now coming to the topic, Maya and avidya vihaya evam upadhi parajivayoho. So what is the upadhi of the Paramatma? Maya. What is the upadhi of the Jiva? Is avidya. So when these two conditionings are discarded, then akhandam satchidanandam brahma parabrahmaiva lakshate. When we are no more getting involved in the world and we are no more suffering the limitations of existence, avidya, what is the limitation of existence? Be very attentive. Avidya, ignorance, ajnana means wrong notions. We are all suffering only because of wrong notions. Wrong notion about ourselves, wrong notion about the world, about God, about spiritual practice. Nobody can help us in that. Whenever you are disturbed, correct the wrong notion. Find out who is disturbed, husband is disturbed, go for a walk. If you are disturbed, who is disturbed? Wife is disturbed. Don't cook. How simple it is. Life becomes fun. But we keep on reacting. Stop reacting in life. And my observation is the so-called people who are spiritual, they are more miserable than the average people. Average people are very simple. Can you imagine a worker working on the roadside has gone in depression? Depression is the luxury for the filthy rich people. Friends, what is there to go in depression? Maja hai. But our depression is, I am not getting iPhone 14 Pro. Friends, therefore, Maya avidya vihaya evam upadhi parajivayo. We cannot remove the upadhi of Ishvara, but we can remove upadhi of the Jiva. Be attentive. If I do not suffer because I am a husband, what sadhana I have to do to become a man? So what is the sadhana for the husband? How do we know the husband is realized? If he is a happy husband, he is realized. So he is playing the role of a husband and yet he is not miserable. See? So whenever his wife is there, he will be with a sullen face. If the husband goes home with a smile, he will doubt, kisko mil ke aaye? So what is to be done? So whenever you go home, go with a hanging face, the world is horrible. I said, then is all right. These are the technical tips from Bhagavad Gita chapter 19. Friends, Akhandam, now this is what you are experiencing, is Akhandam Satchidananda Param Brahmaiva Jayate. Don't become unnecessarily serious. That is not spiritual life. Now here a doubt is raised that we will take in our tomorrow's class. Savikalpasya lakshatve lakshasya syat avastuta nirvikalpasya lakshatvam na drushtam na cha sambhavi. Are you talking about the Savikalpa Brahma or Nirvikalpa Brahma? What is the Brahman you are talking about? Now this is the question raised. and it will be dealt with in our tomorrow's class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.